Hello everyone, welcome back to Command Wolf Gaming. I'm CWG, and welcome to Sandustry on CWG's First Looks. Now, if you guys are new to the channel and you don't know what CWG's First Looks are, it's very simple. It is a section or a playlist of games that have demos and early access beta stuff. Basically, kind of like the first episode to every series that is available. And this is now on CWG's First Looks. So, without that, let's get into it. So, basically, this game is all about making money. And the way you make money is you take our little green guy here, and basically, you dig into the ground like this. And constantly, you just do this. That's all you do. Like so. Like so. And like so. Hey, like so. all right. I'm actually extremely tired right now, so I'm going to be a little bit loopy. So what we got to do with this sand, right? Because this is sand that we dug up. We take it and we put it into water. Now, some of the water already got put into here because I dug that, but whatever. I'm actually going to be honest with you guys too. I actually recorded like a full episode of this already, and I went to go and edit it, and well, unfortunately, that file was corrupted because this game actually crashed like 3 times on me. Same thing with my recording devices. For whatever reason, they crashed on me as well. So, yay me. Anyway, so what we do, we got to take this dirt, we go like that, and we get some gold. Like so. Boop. And like so. And we just keep doing that until we have 20 gold. Then we can hit T, and we can go into refining methods. Then we can also go into logistics and some other stuff. But right now, we're just looking into refining methods. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to spend some time actually digging up. We need 50. We're going to spend some time actually digging up so we can get the logistics. So I'll be right back as soon as I'm done with the whole logistical point of this. Okay, so we are back. We're actually going to go and open up the logistics. Now, originally, yes, we were supposed to build the shakers, but I kind of want to show you guys this because I did this part. I did actually a huge portion of this part and actually got to an area. In fact, we can kind of skip over the tutorial because we already done this. But I wanted to kind of show you the bare bones beginning, and then we can kind of go back to where we were. Without losing any focus. So anyway, we take the sand, we put it in the water, and then you're like, okay, how do we get up here? So it's very actually a simple function. First of all, we can go to the building and we got different blocks here. So we got the shaker, conveyor belt, launchers, collectors, and demolisher. Demolisher I always put on 9. And then we'll do that here. And we're actually going to expand this out actually quite a bit here so that we got a larger platform to work from here. In fact, we're even going to make it a bit deeper. Like so. Get rid of that. And do that. Okay. Then we're going to also, where is it now? Take this. Pull up that. And put another container here. It will all make sense in a minute. Just give me a second here. Alright, so now we got a very rudimentary system going on here. So what is going on is that we actually have all the resources going basically across this belt and down what we call the shakers, right? And the shakers are actually shaking out the gold without us having to do that. Right, and we're actually getting a little bit of spill over here, so and then what we're getting left over is basically slag. Gotta make it a little bit of adjustment here, but I'm not gonna do that right now. We're just gonna leave that as is. Actually, we can do it like so. I think that'll help out a little bit there. So basically, we're gonna get all this slag here dumped in there, and then we can get all the gold. Just here, put in there. Like so. Very, very simple process here. I In the previous video, I actually had like a huger system. Right now, we're just kind of dealing with this until we can get work back up to that, because we actually got to get a bunch of resources. So next thing we got to do is go like this. Just kind of keep the dirt moving over into our little belt here, so it gets fed up into our system here. Probably kind of, there we go, a little bit better, because a lot of it's getting missed. That's what's going on there. So we got to make sure that we're getting as much of this onto our system here. A lot of it's getting backpedaled because I think we're actually kind of a little slow here. Okay, hold on. Got to make a quick adjustment here. Just dump that out on there. Fine. I don't need that. Like so. Then there we go. That should act a little bit better. There we go. And that should just kind of do what it needs to do. Okay, take that. Again, why are we dumping? Yeah, whatever. I'll fix that in a bigger system here. I think it's just because it's blowing through this, right? Yeah, that's blowing through there. Yeah, okay. There we go. All right. So we kind of got a working system here. So next thing we got to do, if we go back into here, we need $500 for guns, and then whatever the refinement thing is over here. So we're actually going to leave that alone, because we got this huge source over here that we're going to work with, and I'm going to make a better system. This is a good starter, quick starter system. Obviously, it's not 100% foolproof, because we do get a little bit of a hiccup here in regards to how it runs, but it should work for now, at least a little bit. And I'm getting dry sand here, which is not going to sort out correctly, so now I got to pick that up and put it back over here to work correctly. So, but as you can see here, this is a finite amount. We got to kind of like manage this, right? Because obviously we got a lot of, we got very little water over here and a lot of water over here. So what we really got to do is kind of focus on actually getting our system, a bigger system set up, utilizing this water source. So, and where I really want to start this, and I'm going to put this like right here and bring this pretty dang far up, right? And then we're going to go over this way, like so. In fact, we might even double this system up so that we can kind of get more access to it. So bring that up. In fact, we'll do this a little bit more. Make this a little bit higher up. Because the higher up we can go, the better we should be. Nope, not like that. Like that. Okay. We'll do one more. Like so. Now, some of you might be saying that that must be overkill. It's not. I can tell you guys now that it's not. So what we're going to do, we're going to make a little bit belt here, like so. Then we're going to go down. One. Whoop. Wrong one. One. God, I keep selecting the wrong one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That brings it to here, right? There and there. Then that will bring us up. I'm going to go with the same height. So this one again. Like so. One block over. Back down again. We went a little too far up. Bring it back down. Again, select the wrong thing. I did 5 down, right? Yeah, 5. And then basically we're going to wash, rinse, and repeat. We're going to give this a couple cycles, right? 1, 2, 3. We're going to do 4 cycles. The reason being is because if we get a lot of dirt in the system, which I am expecting to happen, I want to be able to sift through each and every layer of that dirt. So we're going to give us a wide, very wide container here to fill with gold. And I'm just kind of giving myself an opportunity to get as much gold in this system as possible. In fact, I just see that we're kind of low here, so I'm going to do that just so I know where I'm supposed to go for future reference. So let me get this finished set up, and then we're actually going to fix this system as well, because this is not always going to be like this. This is going to change drastically. That's going to be a new part of the system when I'm done with it. So let me get a second here to do this. Okay, so we got the system kind of reinvigorated here. In fact, a lot of this can be tossed out because we're not going to be using this. This is all just basically going to be garbage over here. We will eventually expand out, but this area is really not needed anymore. I just need to collect the gold that we had collected before. And I'm going to show you what we have to do here. Sorry, I'm not the usual joyful manner right now. Okay, that's slag. Because I am, again, extremely tired. So what's going to happen is that I'm going to actually start dig over here, right? Because we've got a lot of water here. And I'm just using this dirt as an example. What's going to happen is that this dirt is going to get dumped into here, right? Which will go up our little elevator this way. Well, as soon as it gets picked up, as you can see, then it's going to get spit out onto the conveyor belt. I'm putting that as a conveyor belt because there is something that we need to actually help us sift through a little bit better. So what's going to happen here is that it's going to dump out onto the shakers. Now, the shakers do move this stuff in accordingly down, right? So I'm giving it 5 spaces each. Then it's going to go into the lift, get spat back out, and obviously kind of keep moving down. So if we have too much wet sand in the system, it will have an opportunity to keep moving down. Now, what's going on over here is that we actually do have some this slag here that I'm transferring back over here, and there is going to be a definite reason why I'm doing that. I'm hoping that we can touch upon that later in the video, as soon as we can kind of get some more dirt going on here. So let me actually get around to doing some more digging, and I guess we can be right back in a little bit. So all right, guys, we are back. So we made some modifications to our system, and we're still making some adjustments here, but for the most part we got what we need, or what we need to do. So first of all, I gotta kind of clean up some mess here because I have made a mess. So what's going to happen is that first of all, I eliminated the system over there because we don't need it anymore. What we're going to be doing is actually digging out over here, and we're going to move this dry sand into this area to be transferred up, and it is transferring up, as you can see, into from down to up here onto the belt. Now, I made the belt like that because if we do get a filter system to actually help us organize this a little bit, but I'm not too worried about that right now. So what's happening here is that, obviously, you saw this step in the little demo piece that I had over here, where it's moving the dirt, it's moving down on the shaker, and obviously the gold is getting sorted out. Now, I did do this 4 times. I like to do this 4 times. You can do it as many times as you want. The reason being is because then it allows you to kind of keep moving the sand through the system, and you don't accidentally lose some of the gold that is possible during this structure. And because obviously you got 4 chances to sift out the wet sand. Okay, so I can get rid of this now. Ah, crap. I didn't mean to do that. Or maybe I did. I don't know. Hold on. There we go. Now, for those who don't know, I'm actually kind of preparing for the next step. So this is not like my first again, rodeo going through this because I already played this. I actually got pretty dang far in it before I cut the episode short because of issues with recording. But yeah, it's actually currently 1 a.m. in the morning right now while I'm re-recording this because of corrupted files. So, anywho, anyway, so now that we kind of got this all sorted out, what I'm going to continue doing, because we got to get to our next step, which is 500, right? Which will lead us to the guns, right? The guns are actually going to be an important part of this system here, even though it might not seem like it. We just got to make sure that we kind of continue moving this on the belt here, like so. Try to get as much dirt in this system to kind of keep it rolling for now. So let me just, I'm going to put this here. And then we're just going to go back up like so to kind of keep that dirt going. So while that's still kind of processing out, we will continue digging down, and we'll try to get to the next section as quickly as possible before I have to cut the time short. I'm probably going to be recording about an hour's worth, and you'll see maybe a half hour at most. Again, this will be on CWG's first look, and I will be doing some additional episodes after this because it seems like there is a lot for us to cover, at least with this game itself. So, all right, so it didn't take us that long to actually get 500 gold, and as you can see, we got a lot of sand rolling through this system. And now what we can do is actually we're going to go down to do some more refining, filters, and tools. We can get that stuff well after we get the guns, because the guns are going to be the next thing. But what I like to do, or what I would like to do, is actually get the filters first, right? And the reason why I like to get the filters first is because it'll give us actually an opportunity to actually look at, let's see, this filter system, right? Now this filter is actually going to be phenomenal for us to use because it actually acts like a conveyor belt on top of it, right? And we're actually going to replace this conveyor belt with that system there. So we're going to get rid of that. It's fine. It's just going to go back into the system here. We're going to go back to here. We're going to get the filter. Get this. Put this here. And go like that. It usually prompts me for... Hold on. Okay, there we go. So we're going to block wet sand. And then everything else is just going to fall through. So if it's slag or if it's... dry sand, it will fall back through onto the belt and back into the system, so it just kind of gets out of the way there. So we're just gonna keep, so this will keep our system moving here with, and in preparation for if we get low on water here, this will just basically capture all the dry sand and put it back in here. So, and now we kind of got to work our way up to, what you call it, the refining and tools. Those are the next two things that we really need to work at. In fact, I got to, as you can see here, I got a lot that I got to pick up here and kind of continue with. Luckily, we do have this gun here because this will allow us to dig quite a bit faster than if we were using the shovel. So let me do this. Let's get up to the next 2 points, which would be the refining and tools, because that'll bring me to the next section that we can go into. Okay. Well, we kind of ran into a little bit of an issue here because I accidentally dumped out a whole bunch of water down here, but it's fine because we're actually going to need a lot of this anyway. So let me actually kind of fix this here. But so what we're going to do now that we're actually at this point, right, is actually we're going to continue moving our belt that way. I'm going to bring this up, straight up. Like so. Very good. And we're going to clear this out a bit more. Alright, very good. Alright. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. Now, technically, we do have enough to get the next set of tools and stuff. So I am going to grab that in a hot second here. Just want to kind of clean this area up because really don't need to have our sections dirty here. Just want to kind of keep it as clean as possible. Like so. There is a lot of resources just sitting here. Come on. There you go. That's what I'd like to see. Alright, very good. Alright, so let's go up to the top because this is actually going to be an important part of our process here. I am going to close that off so we don't have any more dirt escaping. Or any dirt escaping, really. Okay, very good. Our system's still working here, and we're getting a mountain of slag, which is gonna be important. So we're gonna get our tools, and then we're also getting our refining process too. All right, so what we got now, if we look into our system here, in fact, we still got some stuff here. Just kind of move that over there. There we go. We'll clean that up later. So now what we got to do is if we go into our building menu here, right, we actually got some additional things here, right? And one of the things that we got is the kinetic slag press, right? And I just realized I just kind of did this belt wrong, but we can come back to that. So the kinetic slag press, it's actually a very clever little device that they have here. First of all, we're actually going to bring this wall all the way up because we're actually going to need that as far up as possible. Then we're actually going to do a sifter. Oop, wrong one. Not that one. We're going to do a filter. I thought I selected filter, not that one. Where is it? Number 4. There we go. And we're going to block burnt slag. Now, the burnt slag is actually going to be a very important thing here for our process because we're going to actually really need this in order for it to work. So we're going to do up, go up a little further. And we're actually going to make this a, again, burnt slag. Kind of like a 2-part system here, right? And then we're actually going to bring this... Nope, not that. I didn't want to do that. Because that goes right about there, right? Put a normal conveyor belt here. And then here, we're actually going to make a very kind of a complex system here. So we're going to first of all do... Not that. I keep hitting the wrong dang thing. Filter. Burnt slag. Then we're going to go this way. Take this. Bring this all the way up. Back to get that away. To, again, burnt slag. Okay. So what we're going to do here, because we're worried about, more or less worried about the actual ability for this to work. So we're going to bring this down. Bring that over for now, right? And then we're actually going to make this a little bit of a tricky system here where we're going to delete, well, not every one, but every other, right? So we're going to do a filter, 2 belts, filter, 2 belts, filter, 2 belts. Like, I'm going to kind of rush do this real quick. Okay. Then we're going to take this, go like that. Now, some of you might be saying, well, why didn't you do it the other way? Well, there is a simple reason for that, because we're just going to take this building block, which is the kinetic slab, and we're just going to put it directly, not there, but here. Nope, even further down. There. Now, this system's a little bit tricky to work on, right? And the reason why I'm saying it's tricky to work on, because it's not 100%. These kinetic slabs don't work 100% of the time. So it's just like, we kind of got to finagle with it every once in a while. So, but we're going to do this. Again, we're going to bring this back up. And then we're just going to bring it back over so that it can then restart the process again. So, but now we got another situation here because obviously we're actually going to have to expand the box down further. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring ourselves all the way down here, kind of give us plenty of space to work with. Right? Go like that. And like that. And then in our building menu, we're going to take the calculator and go like that. Just fill this whole entire spot with that. Because obviously we're going to generate gold from the sand and generate gold from the slag here. So on here, we're actually going to give ourselves a little bit of a spot here. And we're going to filter. That is not the filter. CW, you're losing your mind. Filter out, allow. We're going to do block. I'm sorry. Is allow? Yeah, allow gold. And we're just going to do that. Right? Because it'll block whatever other material that we don't need in the system here. So I could make this a little bit more complicated and have, like, if there is any slag that gets through here, which there won't be, go back up, but we don't need that for now. So for now, all we need is that. Get rid of that. Put a belt like that. We just need one. We don't need, like, a huge, then we're just going to go, like, down. Just need a regular conveyor belt, like so. To go like this. And like that. We will later be, I'll show you guys what we're going to be doing that. So, first things we got to do is we got to go to our inventory. Pull out the flamethrower. And this is actually a nice little device here. I actually do like using this. So what we're going to do is, with this slab here, we're going to burn it. I keep saying slab. It's slag. We're going to burn this slag, right? And it's going to reduce the amount of slag we have in here, right? But it's going to compress it down because we're going to further refine this slag into more gold. So as soon as we get all this processed, okay, that's good enough. Bring this up like so. There you go. So now all the burning slag will come up here and obviously stay on the belt. There is some that are going to kind of sneak through, right? That's the unburned stuff. There is going to be some random bits and bobs that if we're not careful, right? Like some piece of gold and sand and whatnot. It's just, that's just going to happen. That's a natural thing that's going to happen. So, okay. So that's going to further do that. Really wish my jetpack was a little bit faster, but I think that is an upgrade. Oh. I not go. Oh, I forgot to do this. Duke. No wonder why. Okay, go that up. Go that up. Okay, there we go. All right, so now the system is working the way it's intended to. Now, I could have had this drop down one, but it's fine. It's being pushed in here, and again, it's just all going to come back anyway. It's going to rotate out. So my main concern is that if there is like little bits and bobs like that in there, right, that unburned stuff, right, it doesn't go into the system. In fact, we can kind of force that a little bit. Now, what this is going to do, this should allow the burnt slag. Why are you not working now? That is weird. That should be working. Because it's doing that over here. Filter, allow, come on. Yeah. That's burnt slag. Everything Oh, okay. Well, I screwed that up. Oh, dang. We're just gonna have to fix that now. See, this is what happens when you don't have enough sleep on your... Okay, filter. we're going to allow burnt slag. That's what we want to do, like so. So all the burnt slag is going to be allowed through. And again, we're kind of giving it a chance to kind of spread out here so that we don't have a huge pile up. This I'm going to have to probably like improve on over here because it's not really moving fast enough here. Actually, let's kind of like really rocket this across. Let's go down 1, 2. There we go. All right, that helps out a little bit better. So, all right, feel better about that. Okay, anywho, that's how the system's supposed to work. Slide comes down, slams into here. Now, again, I have this every other, right, for the burnt slag, so that it gives it a chance to kind of spread out and kind of spread over to these other sections here to do it. Even the areas that you don't think that obviously the belts are. So it's just kind of giving it a chance. Now, what it's doing, obviously, we're getting a lot more gold, as you can see here. In fact, our gold is really going up fast. And then we're also getting this material as well. These are actually spores. This would actually be something in the next section that I want to cover. Unfortunately, I'm not going to cover in this section. But we are getting now some additional amount of gold here. We can actually kind of continue cooking some of this slag so that we can kind of get more gold to continue processing that. All right, cool. So now that we got that, we can actually make this a little bit more complicated here. So we can do this, right? And we can do allow selected element so we're going to do burnt slag. Again, couple down. And this will just give us a chance to actually kind of improve our system in getting more resources out of everything, so that we don't lose anything. That's our main goal here. Again, this will go over here. Boom. And then this will go up. Like so. Actually, right there. Now, I do actually put these barriers right here so that, because these things are actually kind of very violent when it sends stuff over. So it'll bounce against that and basically land on the shakers down here. So let's actually, now that we actually got a lot of cash here, we can kind of continue, we can move on to the next area. Unfortunately, this is actually where I kind of was stopped off at. So we can unlock the planter boxes, we can unlock guns, tools, we can unlock a good mountain of things, but this is where I really stopped at. The only other thing that I did was actually get pipes, because obviously we need pipes for the next portion of the job here. There we go. Let's get that in there. Because honestly, the next portion of the job actually relies on us actually being down here in the darkest depths of this map. Obviously, there is a lot of areas that we can go to, a lot of areas that we can explore. But this is actually kind of like the initial setup that I did for myself. I feel like it works. It doesn't seem like, at least in the demo version, you have to spend money on like construction resources. So that's actually kind of nice, because then I don't have to worry about, you know, making sure that I can afford everything. And instead of like, in contrast to what's it called, Satisfactory, which I got to say, Satisfactory is still satisfying even after playing for hundreds and hundreds of hours. But you know, it's neither here nor there. So we're gonna put that there. Put a conveyor belt here. Never good. No? Okay, I'm gonna have to go up one. Go to that. That. Gotta go back to the tools. Okay. And we can blow this stuff out. And basically, this will be our next area that we can explore. Now, I can go actually this way as well. And this is actually kind of a creative thing to do. This flamethrower, right, it gives us an option to actually get us more water into our system by basically melting ice, right, like we see here now. And also evaporating or boiling off water, right? And as you can see, it's actually going up. And in fact, if I can make it up there in a timely manner, you can see what's going on. So what's going on is that all the steam is going up here, it's going this way, and then it's basically coming back down here. Now we can kind of improve this by actually kind of making it like so. It should be going out the direction. There we go. So that any water can go back into our system here. So that's what we can do with that. So boop boop. And we can also collect the steam and move it. I am going to have to adjust this because this is no good anymore. But that is an easy fix. Just got to gather all that up. And all I have to do is really go down here. Go like that. Get rid of this. Including that. Like so. Actually, not even there. We would have to do like there. Like that. Then like that. And there we go. What is this? That is slag. How are we getting slag over here? It's weird. We should not be getting slag back in the system. Oh, well, that's no good. So that means gotta do that, and then we gotta do another filter over here. So allow. Nope, wrong one. Slag. Okay. And that should fix that little debacle there. Fine, it's fine. Everything is fine. Luckily for me, the slag collects on the surface, so we can just dump it back there. Perfect. Anywho, that's where I kind of pretty much left off. And that's where I'm going to leave off now. Basically, I was taking my flamethrower here. I was boiling the water so that we can get some more water into our system here. Or get water back into our system here to be more exact. Right? And then I was moving like so. Don't want to lose too much here. Come on. There you go. And then I was getting some more dirt. So basically this is the whole system I have so far. Obviously, there is a lot more that we can do, a lot more that we can touch upon. And obviously, we do have a lot more building blocks to get. Like, what is this? Release gas from connector pipe. Ooh, pump, pipe. Wait, how do I... Wait, I want to see this now. I want to see this. Stop it. Pump. Okay, cool. Pump. Wait, do I have to do pump down here? Then what do I have to do with that? Here's pipe. I might not have to actually melt all this ice. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Wait, does that go through walls? Oh, it does. Oh, that actually helps out a bit. Did I not do that right? Would help if I actually connected it. Let's see. Pipe. Nope. Wrong one. Damn it. Where is it? Pipe. Looks like it's doing something. Okay, it's coming down. That's good. That's what I needed. Anywho, that's where I'm going to leave off. Obviously, I feel like we're going to need some additional items that I haven't touched upon yet, and that's where I am going to be like, all right, well, this is going to be the next episode. But this is actually pretty, I am greatly enjoying this game. I am going to say that. This is a very fun game. I do see myself playing a little bit more of this. Maybe live streaming some of this sometime, like, but I'm saying live streaming specifically because this does do take a bit of time to actually kind of go through everything, and obviously we have to set up a lot of different things. So, and yeah, so if you guys like this, make sure to leave it down in the comment section. So. That's interesting. We'll explore that some other time. Anyway, guys, I want to thank everyone for tuning in today here on Command Wolf Gaming. Hope they enjoyed the footage. Did you guys know about 10% of you, that is right, about 10% of you are actually subscribed to the channel. So make sure to hit that big red subscribe button down below and hit that bell notification button to be notified on when I'm updating the channel, because I'll be trying to update the channel as often as possible. Now, if you do want some more exclusive content that you're not going to find here on YouTube, make sure to follow me on Rumble, Odyssey, and or Kick. That is right, Rumble, Odyssey, and or Kick, where we would be doing currently. We are doing exclusive live streams every single Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m., 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 6:30 p.m., 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is every single week, and it's only going to be on Rumble, Odyssey, and or Kick. Now, last thing here, if you do want to help support the channel, make sure to take a look at our merchandise link. That's right, we do have a merchandise, and in that merchandise link, you're going to find long sleeve shirts, short sleeve shirts, baseball caps, and beanies. They all come in a variety of colors as well as sizes. I do purchase everything out of this store before I put it up in the store as a permanent fixture to make sure that it is very comfortable for those who are purchasing it. In fact, I'm wearing one of the t-shirts right now. If you don't, if merchandise is not to your appeal, you can also leave a tip in the tip link down below. Now, I know on Rumble and Odyssey they do have their own tipping system, so if you want to do it on there, that is fine as well. So, anywho, I want to thank everyone for tuning in today here on Command Wolf Gaming. Command Wolf Gaming. As always, like, subscribe, and share. Spread the love. And I hope to see you next time here on Command Wolf Gaming. Bye-bye now.